This chapter, let's talk about how to patch fixture on a console. Firstly, before the official start, let's understand the meaning of patching. Patching is the process of establishing the connection between the lighting fixtures and the console. We identify the wiring of the lighting fixtures and information about lighting fixtures, such as address codes, etc., to identify the lighting fixtures, then establish contact with the lighting fixtures on the console. When we introduced the rear panel of the console in the previous chapter, we have talked about the output port of the console. Above each output port, they all read the line number. When we are patching, we also need to take a look. Which output port is your lighting fixture plugged into on the console? Only after knowing which line the lighting fixture is on first, then can we patch it on our console. Let's return to the console. Firstly, click on the Setup button on the console. At this position above the screen, we can see that there are many different attribute contents. We click on the second attribute, Patch. Then on the patch interface, we can see several different contents about patching in the lower left corner. The first one is the patch information. After we finishing patching fixture, not only address card, but also fixture reversal and other functions, we can all make adjustments on this interface. Then next to the patch information, it's add fixtures. We can add fixtures to our console on this interface. Our patching operations are mainly completed on this interface. And next to add fixtures, there are two options here, RDM and alternate RDM. RDM, it is a remote dialing function. If your fixture supports a DM functionality, we can use a DM to remotely assign address codes to the fixtures when connecting them through signal lines. This way, we don't need to climb to hide to dial the address code. However, please note, if your fixtures and console are not directly connected, devices such as amplifiers or network extenders are connected in a line. These devices must also support our MD functionality, so that we can use this RDM function for remote dialing. Opening the RDM function is also very simple. After entering the term for RDM, there is an RDM switch next to it. Click to RDM on status. Our fixtures will be recognized normally on this interface. You can remotely dial the card here. When you are not using this feature, remember to click here to restore to RDM off state. Let's go back to add fixtures here. When patching fixture, we need to get the fixture library first. The library is the main content for the console to identify this fixture. Therefore, the contents of different libraries are not the same. We can ask lighting manufacturers for the library, or after we get the user manual of this fixture, write a library based on the channel table. Click on this position in the upper left corner of the screen. There is a fixture tab here. We use this option to select the library. After clicking on the fixture tab, we can choose the corresponding library based on the actual situation. If we have more libraries in your console, we can use the manufacturer and the library name to filter and identify the library we want. For example, now I want to find a library called Beam. We can click on the library name. Then through the virtual keyboard, enter the name of the library. Click Enter. The console will quickly filter all the libraries named Beam. If we don't need filtering, click Clear Filter. All libraries will be displayed. Next, let's look at the actual situation of this training template, then patch fixtures. This tutorial template, we use the embed manufacturer called K. Then we choose it. After choosing it, there are ID, count, and address code behind it. ID is the position displayed on the fixture interface of the console after we have patched the fixture, because after we have patched the fixtures, they will be displayed in the fixture interface of the right column of the console. We can see the fixture page. There is a number in the lower left corner of each grid. This number is the ID of the fixture. For example, if we start patching at position 1, then after the patching is completed, the console arranges the positions of the fixtures starting from number 1. If we choose this ID, that is to start from this position and arrange it backwards. So when we choose ID, remember a principle. The position of this ID must be blank. There cannot be multiple lighting fixtures on the ID. one ID corresponds to only one fixture. After selecting the ID, let's take another look at the count. The count is filled in based on the actual number of lights. For example, the first line here has 20 beam lights. Then let's fill in the count as 20 directly, and just click on this OK button. Then look at the last one. This is the address code. The address code refers to the line on which the fixture is located and the address code on the fixture. Because of the address code, it is set on the lighting fixture, and the address code for each line. The range of the address code is all 1512. They are all relatively independent. We need to first make a judgment. Which output is the fixture plugged into behind the console? If plugged into output 1, that's line 1. If it is plugged into output 2, that's line 2. Then we can adjust the line through the plus buttons on the interface of this address code. If the number of lines exceeds the actual physical interface lines of the console, we need to add an extender. If we add an extender, we need to set the corresponding actual line on the console. But the principle is the same. We need to first identify which line the fixture is on, then select the correct line on the console. Then go check the address code of our fixture. In general, the address codes all start from 01. My template is the same. Arrange the fixtures from 01 on line 1 onwards. So we chose line 1 directly. Then click on the location of DMX1. That means the console is patched from the address code 001 onwards. The console will automatically calculate the address code. This way, we don't need to calculate the address code of each fixture one by one. We can also complete patching fixtures here. Return to the patch information here. Go check the address code of each lighting fixture. Then decide how to dial the code for our fixtures. We can first have the address code. We can also patch first and then dial the code. Both of these operation methods are feasible. After completing the patch, let's check the patch information. First, our library. Remember the location we clicked. It is the position pointed by the finger, not the position mentioned above. There is no response after clicking on the location of the name above. Fixture type is the library. You can ignore the fixture name, because we can modify it on the fixture page later. Then comes the ID. ID refers to the location of the fixture. As long as there are no multiple fixtures on this ID, the count is the actual number of fixture. Then the address code. After everything is confirmed, we click this OK. The system will prompt you patch successful. The location of the address code we just saw. This red frame appears. Then it stops at 320. This red frame represents the address code that has been occupied. Therefore, for example, I have 20 PC 16-channel beam lights on site. After the patching is completed, I want to continue patching on this line, but I don't know what address code I should start. We see that it ends here at 320. I can view it through this interface. If I continue to patch lights on this line, because I don't want to waste the address codes, then the next line will start from this 3 to 1. We have now completed the patch of some of the fixtures in the template. Let's check whether these fixtures can be used normally. Find this fixture page in the right column. After entering this interface, let's slide and select these fixtures. Then find the locate key on console keyboard. Press the locate key. You can see that the light can be lit normally. That means we patched them correctly. If we press the locate button and find that some of the lights are on it and some are not, or none of them are bright, then there is something wrong with your address code. Either your lighting system or your wiring connection has a problem. Then we return to the patch interface. Continue to patch. We can press the setup button, or click the gear icon in the upper left corner of the screen. Let's go back to the console's patch interface. We continue to patch the fixtures according to the actual situation. This video template. The first line has power light in addition to the beam light. We switch to this power light in the fixture type. Then select ID. We just said one lamp can only occupy one ID. So when we patch, we must ensure that there is no lamp at the position of the selected ID. Then we need to reselect a blank position here in ID. We can place different types of lights farther apart. This will make it easier for us to choose lights. The next count is 21. Enter 21 units and click OK. In order to make full use of the address code, we patch along the beam light downwards. So scroll down and select 321. After setting it up, we also need to make sure that the value above also changes. Check again. First, choose the correct light library. Then if the ID, count, and address code are correct, then click OK. We also return to the fixture page. Then select the lamp. Then press the locate key. See if they can all light up. If all lights are on, this means that your current patch is correct. Then my template also has line tool. Same operation. Return to the patch interface. Line tool has 30 beam lights. So let's switch the light library first. Then select a blank ID. The count is 0. Then the address code. The console's line 1 is basically full, so we need to switch lines. Click this plus sign. Switch to the console's line 2. Then, start from the first address code of line 2 of the console. Arrange these 30 fixtures in the back. Click OK. Back to fixture page. Verify whether the 30 beam lights can light up normally. Select them. Press the locate key. Now my patch is fine. OK, this chapter. Let's stop here for now.